War Journal of Captain Gabriel Angelos. The situation on the planet Tartarus is grim. While the Blood Ravens crushed the main Orc offensive at the spaceport, the bulk of their force is not engaged. They gather in the wilderness, awaiting a critical mass of bodies that will overwhelm the Imperial forces in a green wave of death and destruction. The Blood Ravens will not allow this to occur. Orbital monitoring has detected an area in the southern forests where the Orcs appear to be massing. Orcs only respect strength, so they will look to the largest of their groups to lead them. We will insert a small, covert strike force to eliminate these Orc leaders and destroy any encampments where the Orcs might mass. This should cut to the heart of the Orcs' fighting spirit and delay their inevitable counterattack. We must tread lightly, lest we disturb this slumbering beast.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
You have your orders. Now go. And may the Emperor protect you.
I do not care for all this sneaking about.
I know, old friend. You always have preferred the direct approach.
We have the Imperial Guard. Why not send them into battle instead of treating them like glorified shepherds? If we meet the Orcs in force, they cannot possibly stand before us.
We have fought the Orc 100 times before. They thrive on war. A direct assault on them would likely improve their morale and simply attract more of them. The casualties would be enormous.
What are the Imperial Guard for if not to die for their Emperor? At the very least, we should retain a regiment to remain at our core. We have little support this far out. We would not want to be remembered for our carelessness.
We, old friend? Or me?
We are brothers, Gabriel. You know better than to ask that question. I know what this is about. There was nothing you could have done to save Cyrene.
Do not mention that place again, Isidore. Cyrene was my homeworld. My responsibility. Scout Team 3, do you copy?
Yes, my lord.
The local Imperial waterworks has fallen into Orc hands. If we are to reclaim this area, we must first retake this position. Scouts have infiltrated ahead of you and will assist you in your reconnaissance. If things prove to be more than you can handle, reinforcements will be mobilized to assist.
Getting into position. This area is crawling with Orcs. We should infiltrate to sneak past them. Do not get too close, or we may be spotted.
Excellent. Your Scout Marine squad is now invisible to all enemies except for commanders. Keep in mind, though, if you are attacked, your invisibility will be broken, and some time will pass before you can utilize it again.
Mark any enemy positions. Search commencing. Scouts advance. We will move ahead and mark Scouts await enemy positions. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Search commencing. I sense danger. We will root it out. At your command. Search commencing. I sense danger. Scouts will root it out. Commencing infiltration.
The wretched Xenos are guarding a strategic point. Scout Team 2 is upgraded with sniper rifles.
Orders.
They will make short work of these Orcs.
Gathering intelligence. Scouts ready. Scouts ready. Yes, my lord. Getting into position. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Yes, my lord. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Scouts ready.
Taking
Commencing
damage.
infiltration. Scouts here. The enemy is in our sights. Scouts in position. Our aim Scouts is true. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Scouts ready. Our aim is true. Scouts ready. Scouts awaiting orders. Scouts charge. Scouts advance. Yes, my lord. We will take them down from here. Getting into position. Scouts here. Attack. Getting into position. Lining up our targets. Yes, my lord. The Scouts enemy is in position. Our sights. I sense danger. We will root it out. Scouts ready. Our aim is true. Scouts awaiting orders. Yes, my lord. At your command, on patrol. At your command.
Heavy fire.
Scouts awaiting orders. Scouts ready. At your command. Scouts in position. Scouts in position. Scouts here. Yes, my lord. The Scouts enemy is in our sights. At your command. Scouts awaiting orders. Scouts ready. At your command. Scouts ready. Yes, my lord. Yes, into position. Area secured. I sense Scouts awaiting orders. Rooted out. Scouts here. At your command. Yes, strategic point identified. Scouts ready. Scouts awaiting orders. At your command. Scouts in position. At your command. Scouts ready. Scouts here. At your command. Getting into position. Position Scouts secure. Here. Commencing infiltration. Gathering intelligence. Getting into position. There is an Orc patrol. Yes, my lord. Wait for them to pass before we attempt to sneak by. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Search commencing. Yes, my lord. Commencing infiltration. Scouts ready. Yes, my lord. Getting into position. Commencing infiltration. Search commencing. Yes, my lord. There's our target. A large Orc knob who looks like he's in charge of this bunch. If we kill him, we'll severely weaken the Orc morale. Yes, my lord. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. I sense danger. We will root it out. Yes, my lord. Commencing infiltration. On patrol. Scouts advance. We will take them down from here. Attack!
Taking hits.
Scouts here. Scouts in position. Scouts awaiting orders. To the rally point! Scouts awaiting orders.
I command in the name of the Emperor. Abandon your attempts at infiltration. We will dispatch the Orcs. Where stealth has failed, this day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Cleanse, purge, kill, taking haste. We are the Emperor's chosen. At your command.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Maintain attack formation. Stay vigilant, brothers. Cleanse, purge, kill. Attacking as ordered.
My faith is my shield. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Today the enemy shall know fear.
Commencing attack.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
For the glory of the Imperium.
My faith is my shield.
The enemy is
Praise
attacking.
the Emperor.
Charge.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Strategic point identified. Engaging the
I command in the
ready.
name of the Emperor. Beware the alien, the mutant.
We are the Emperor's chosen. What's your order? Commencing attack.
Walk softly and carry a big gun. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. What would you do? While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be peace. Today, the enemy shall know fear. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. My aim shall not falter. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Fear denies.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Space Marines, advance! My faith is my shield. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. I command in the name of the Emperor.
Taking heavy
The
fire.
Emperor
We are
protects.
the Emperor's chosen. Weapons at ready. It is time. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Praise the Emperor.
At your command, enemy.
Beware the alien.
What is your order? We stand ready. We are the Emperor's
Today
chosen.
the enemy shall know fear. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Walk softly. Carry a big gun. What would you have me do? This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Today the enemy shall know fear. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. Praise the Emperor. My faith is my shield.
None shall stop us.
Praise the Emperor. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Attack Attacking as
My
ordered.
faith is my shield.
Attacking as ordered. Heresy grows from idleness.
My faith is my shield.
Yes, my lord.
The Emperor protects.
Under fire.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Praise the Emperor.
We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. On alert, brothers. I command in the name of the Emperor. My faith is my shield. Confirmed. Walk softly and carry a big gun. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Today the enemy shall know fear. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. My faith is my shield. Follow me into battle. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. Today the enemy shall know fear. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Maybe stand ready.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Direct us to the enemy.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. He who stands with me shall be my brother. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, I command in the name of the Emperor. Peace.
Initiating attack protocol 23.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Today the enemy shall know fear. Follow me into battle. Follow me into battle. The Emperor protects. Follow my lead is my shield. Praise the Emperor. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Today the enemy shall know fear. He who stands with me shall be my brother. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Heresy grows from idleness. Fear our wrath.
Walk softly and carry a big gun. He who stands with me shall be my brother. My faith is my shield. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Direct us to the enemy.
The Emperor protects. Praise the Emperor. What would you have me do? On alert, brothers. The enemy
Yes,
must
my
be
lord.
nearby. Today the enemy shall know fear. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. He who stands with me shall be my brother. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. This day shall be a glorious one for the
Faith is our
Imperium.
shield.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Just wanna capture this first. Okay, let's just capture. And yes, it takes quite a while.
The Emperor protects.
Capture.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Faith and duty. Walk softly and carry a big gun. What would you have me do? I serve mankind.
Alright, so I got to get this.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. We shall know no fear. Agreed. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. We shall know no fear. We shall know no fear. Walk softly and carry a big gun. For the Emperor. My faith is my shield. For the glory of the Emperor. Follow me into battle. Walk softly and carry a big gun. He who stands with me shall be my brother. Today the enemy shall know fear. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Faith and duty, the Emperor. I serve mankind. Beware the alien. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
What's your order?
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. I command in the name of the Emperor.
Heresy grows from idleness.
My faith is my shield. I shall not fail. Praise the Emperor. What would you have me do? Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Taking hits.
Beware the alien.
Heresy grows from idleness.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. My faith is my shield. Confirmed. For terror. Confirmed. Space Marines, advance! What would you have me do? What would you have me do? For the glory of the Emperor. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. He who stands with me shall be my brother. Walk softly.
Awaiting orders.
Carry a big gun. We shall know no fear. For the honor of the chapter, my faith is my shield. Praise the Emperor. Walk softly and carry a big gun. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. In the name of the Emperor.
Weapons at ready. Rotating times. We will crush the enemies of the United States. Direct us to the enemy. Stay vigilant, brothers.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Follow me into battle. Today the enemy shall know fear. For terror. My aim shall not falter. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, let the Emperor peace. My aim shall not falter. Beware the alien. Walk softly and carry a big gun. What would you have me do? He who stands with me shall be my brother. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, let them be at peace. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Faith and duty. What would you have me do? Follow my lead. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Walk softly and carry a big gun. He who stands with me shall be my brother. Walk softly and carry a big gun. Follow me into battle. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Ever vigilant.
Beware the heretic. Faith and duty. My faith is my shield. My faith is my shield. What would you like to do? He who stands with me shall be my brother. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. I command in the name of the Emperor.
Strategic point identified.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Direct us to the enemy.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Agreed.
Heads.
The Emperor protects.
We stand ready. Capture at your command. At your command. We are the Emperor's chosen. Heresy grows from idleness. Ever vigilant. Ever vigilant. Yes, my lord.
Praise the Emperor.
Yes, my lord. Engaging the enemy.
Well done. The waterworks are under our control. Now we must start building a base before we hunt down the rest of the orcs. Let us capture these strategic points and establish a base of operations.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol. I await your instructions. With all due haste.
At your command. Strategic point identified.
Yes, most beneficent one.
We stand ready. At your command.
Praise the Emperor. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no
Yes,
peace.
most beneficent one. I shall obey. Initializing build protocol.
Mission accomplished.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes, most beneficent one. I will
Praise
do
the
as you
Emperor.
ask. Here to serve. With all due haste.
Scouts reporting for duty. Scouts here. I sense danger.
The Emperor
We will root
protects.
it out at your command. Scouts advance.
What would you have me do? This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Yes, most beneficent one. I shall obey. Yes, most beneficent one.
Orcs, purge the beasts!
I will do as is your will.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Taking heavy fire!
Yes, Lord. With our
While the
will.
enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Here to serve.
What would you have me do? This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Yes, most beneficent one. Building Team 721 initiated.
The Emperor protects. Today the enemy shall
Yes,
know
Lord.
fear. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
We will crush the enemies of the Imperium. Marine squad deployed. Taking hits!
Praise the Emperor.
Yes, my lord.
What would you have?
None shall stop us.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath,
Ever
there can be
vigilant.
no peace.
Charge!
What would you have me do?
So the objectives are cleanse the valley. So I have to destroy orcs. Okay.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Beware the Indian. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Praise the Emperor.
Taking heavy fire!
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. We will need more than heavy bolters to defeat these orcs. We must upgrade the strongholds to gain access to the tools we will need to destroy this plague. Praise the
Marine
Emperor.
squad deployed.
What would you have me do? He who stands with me shall be my brother. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Praise the Emperor.
Engaging the enemy. You will not falter!
What would you have me do? What would you have me do? While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath,
Enemy is attacking!
on alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. He who stands with me shall be my brother. What would you have me do? Today the enemy shall know fear. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Today the enemy shall know fear. Beware the enemy. I command in the name of the Emperor.
What's your order?
This day shall be a glorious one
Awaiting
for
orders.
the Imperium. Praise the Emperor. The Emperor protects.
Ever vigilant.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
What is your order? Onward to glory! Weapons at ready.
The all-seeing eyes of the Skullgrove are with us.
Captured.
Find them on our listening posts. The monastery is complete. Sergeants will inspire your Space Marine squads to greater feats of heroism. The Emperor and
protects.
rocket launchers will make short work of Orc
Taking heavy
buildings.
fire!
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Praise the Emperor. Walk softly and carry a big gun. Beware. The Emperor protects. My faith is my shield.
Marine squad
My
deployed.
faith. We must upgrade an existing listening post with the fortified position add-on. This upgrade will increase the requisition income and
Yes,
add
Lord.
better defenses to the listening post.
I will do
Today,
as
the
you
enemy
ask.
shall know fear. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Today, the enemy shall know fear. The Emperor protects.
The enemy is attacking!
The Emperor protects. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Praise the Emperor.
Direct us to the enemy. Stay vigilant, brothers.
He who stands command in the name of the Emperor.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Direct us to the enemy.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
What is your order? Fear denies faith.
Praise the Emperor. I shall not fail. Praise the Emperor. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Yes, my lord. Scouts advance.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Today the enemy shall know fear. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. My faith is my
Enemy
shield.
is attacking!
Follow me into battle. Walk softly. The listening post is now earning more requisition, has better
Walk
armor
softly
against enemy attacks,
and carry a
and has a
big
gun
gun.
emplacement to strike back. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. For the Emperor. What would you have me do? While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. My faith is my shield. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Here to serve. Here to serve.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. What would you have me do?
Yes, my lord.
Taking heavy
What would you
fire!
have me do? By my command, this day
Attack!
shall be a glorious
What's
one
your
for
order?
the Imperium.
Ever vigilant. Fear our wrath.
My faith is my shield. On
Consolidating
alert,
position
brothers.
on the objective.
The enemy must be nearby. I shall not fail. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Here to serve.
Praise the Emperor. What would you have me do? This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Walk softly and carry a big gun. My faith is my shield. Agreed. Today the enemy shall know fear. What would you have?
What is your will? I await your instructions.
Today the enemy shall know fear. The Emperor protects. By my command, attack! Beware the enemy. Today the enemy shall know fear. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. I command in the name of the Emperor.
Orders received, brother. Awaiting orders.
Praise the Emperor. Confirm. What would you have? By my command, attack! Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Direct us to the enemy.
Walk softly and carry a big gun. My aim shall not falter. The enemy must be nearby.
Under fire!
For the glory of the Emperor. Beware the alien. Today the enemy shall know fear. Beware the alien.
Marine squad deployed.
We shall know no fear. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Heresy grows
Walk
from
softly
idleness.
and carry a big gun. He who stands with me shall be my brother, for the glory of the Emperor. My faith is my shield. Praise the Emperor. For terror. Today the enemy shall know fear. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Beware the alien.
Taking damage.
Praise the Emperor. Today the enemy shall know fear. What would you have me do? Praise the Emperor. While the enemies of the Emperor
I
still
await
draw
your
breath, there can be
instructions.
no peace.
I
What
will
would
do
you
as you ask.
Follow me into battle. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. What would you have? On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
We stand ready.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can
Heresy
be no
grows
peace.
from idleness.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. I shall not fail. For the Emperor.
Scouts ready, gathering intelligence.
What would you have me do? Walk
Taking
softly
damage.
and carry a big gun. He who stands with me shall be my brother. Praise the Emperor. Beware the alien. I command in the name of the Emperor.
Fear denies faith.
Walk softly and carry
We
a big
stand
gun.
ready. Fear denies faith.
Beware the alien.
We are the Emperor's chosen. To rally point! Stay vigilant, brothers. Orders received rose from idleness.
What would you have me do? I shall not fail. Praise the Emperor. My aim shall not falter. Follow my lead. You will stand your ground. Fall in!
Marine squad deployed.
Rally squad!
We stand ready.
Walk softly and carry
Squad
a big
broken!
gun. My faith is my shield. My faith is my shield. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Today, the enemy shall know fear.
We stand ready.
Praise the Emperor. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperial. The Emperor protects. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Follow me into the Emperor protects. My aim shall not falter, my brother. Withdraw and regroup! He who stands with me shall be. I command in the name of the Emperor.
Here to serve.
Marine squad deployed.
Beware the alien.
Commencing attack.
The Emperor protects.
Fear our wrath.
The Emperor protects.
Orders received. We are the Emperor's chosen. Orders received. Stay vigilant, brothers.
By my command, attack! While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be peace.
Taking heavy
Beware
fire.
the alien. My faith is my shield. My faith is my shield. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Marine squad deployed. We are the Emperor's chosen. Claim it in the name of the Emperor.
My faith is my shield.
For the glory of the Imperium.
What would you do? This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. My faith is my shield.
Awaiting orders.
Beware.
Fear denies faith. Squad morale restored.
He who stands with me shall be
Heresy
my
grows
brother.
from idleness. Men! We stand ready. Commencing attack.
I command in the name of the Emperor.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Walk softly and carry a
Fear
big gun.
denies faith.
Praise the Emperor.
On your order. To the rally point!
Walk softly. Carry a big gun.
Squad awaiting orders. Attacking as ordered. Fall back and regroup!
faith is my shield. Follow my lead. What would you have me do?
Heresy grows from idleness.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Scouts ready. Yes, my lord.
Beware the heretic. My faith is my shield. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Marine squad
Confirm
deployed.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Heresy grows from
While the
idleness.
enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. This day shall be a glorious
We
one
are the
for the
Emperor's
Imperials.
chosen.
Beware, heretic.
Awaiting orders.
My faith is my shield.
Engaging the enemy.
What would you have?
For the glory of the
He
Imperium.
who stands with me shall be my brother. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath,
Your command.
on alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Praise the Emperor. He who stands with me shall be my brother. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath,
Moving out. Direct us to the enemy. Orders received.
beware the alien.
At your command. Onward to glory. Onward
Praise
to
the
glory.
Emperor.
Moving out. Not taking any fire.
The Emperor protects. Beware. What would you have me do? This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperial.
Commencing attack.
The Emperor protects. This day shall be a glorious in the name of the Emperor.
Heresy grows from idleness.
At your command. Gathering intelligence.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Maintain our vigilance.
The Emperor protects. Fall in! While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there will be no peace. This day shall be a glorious
my lord.
one for the Imperial. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Under fire. Attack protocol 23.
The Emperor protects. Walk softly and carry a big gun. For terror. Space Marines, advance! Praise the Emperor. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath,
Fear denies faith. Fear denies faith.
he who stands with me shall be my brother. Beware the alien, the mutant.
What's your order? None. Marine squad deployed. Direct us to the enemy. We will crush the enemies of the At your command. Weapons at ready. It is time. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
We are the Emperor's
The
chosen.
Emperor protects.
We stand ready.
My faith is my shield. Today the enemy shall know fear. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Taking damage.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
This day shall be a glorious
What's
one
your
for
order?
the Imperium.
Fear our wrath. Orders received. Maintain attack. At your command. Orders received.
What would you do? While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Direct us to the enemy. Onward to glory. Maintain attack formation. For the glory
Today the
of
enemy
the
shall know
Imperium.
fear.
Awaiting orders. Orders received.
Praise the Emperor. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
To the rally
The
point!
Emperor protects. Praise the Emperor. Today the enemy shall know fear.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Praise the Emperor. Praise the Emperor. My faith is my shield.
You will stand
Walk
your
softly
ground!
and carry a big gun. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Praise the Emperor. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. What would you have me do? On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Marine squad
While
deployed.
the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Beware the mutant, the heretic.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Walk softly and carry a
Faith
big
is our
gun.
shield.
What would you have me do? While the enemies of the Emperor
Marine
still
squad
draw
deployed.
breath,
Fear
there can
denies
be no
faith.
peace.
Ever vigilant. Stay vigilant, brothers. Direct us to the enemy. Weapons at ready. It is time. Orders received. Position secured.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
What's your order? Understood. Charge! Taking damage.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
Direct us to the enemy. Onward to glory!
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. What would you do? This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Maintain attack formation.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Fear
Beware
our
the
wrath.
alien, the mutant, the heretic.
For the glory of the
Walk
Imperium.
softly and carry a big gun.
Maintain attack formation.
Praise the Emperor.
For the glory of the Imperium.
My faith is my shield.
Objective acquired. Strategic point identified. Taking
Beware the
hits.
alien, the mutant, the heretic. My faith is my shield.
Strategic point identified. Ever vigilant.
My faith is my shield.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Yes, my lord.
This day shall be a glorious one for the
Taking
Imperium.
aim.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Yes, my lord.
Initiate the
Here,
tactical
nice
withdrawal!
faith. Attacking as ordered. Direct us to
I command in the name of the Emperor.
We are the Emperor's position secure.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
Direct us to
The Emperor protects. For the
What's your
Emperor.
order? Ever vigilant. Weapons at ready. It is time. Yes, my lord.
The Emperor
Direct us
protects.
to
My faith is my
Fear
shield.
denies faith. Direct us to the Emperor. Heresy grows from idleness. Fear our wrath. Orders received, brother.
On alert, brothers. The
At
enemy
your
must be
command.
nearby.
Heresy grows from idleness. Taking aim. We stand ready. Awaiting orders. Cleanse, purge,
Praise
kill.
the Emperor.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
Heresy grows from idleness. Onward to glory! Heresy grows from idleness. We are the Emperor's chosen. Yes, my lord. We stand ready. Faith is our shield. We stand ready. Fear denies faith. What's your order? Awaiting orders. Faith is our shield. From a rally point! Yes, my lord. What's your order? Yes, my lord. We stand ready.
My will is undone! Walk softly. And carry the
Heresy grows. I'm under fire.
He who stands with me. I command in the name of the Emperor.
What's your order? Our faith holds
Yes,
us.
most
The
beneficial.
Emperor protects. You will stand your ground!
Yes, my lord.
Praise the Emperor. My faith is my shield.
Yes, my lord.
Today the enemy shall know fear. My faith is my shield. My aim shall not praise the Emperor. He who stands with me shall be my brother. Today the enemy shall know fear. For the Emperor. My aim shall not falter. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there will be victories. Praise the Emperor. Space Marines, advance! Today the enemy shall know fear. Space Marines, this day shall be a glorious one for the Imperial. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Walk softly. Carry a big gun. My aim shall not falter. Today the enemy shall be fear.
Scouts awaiting orders. Search commencing.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there will be walk softly. Carry a big gun. We are united in his service. Space Marines, advance! He who stands with me shall be my brother. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
vigilant.
My faith is my shield.
Regroup!
The Emperor protects. What would you have me do? While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, walk softly. He who stands with you shall be my brother. Walk softly. Carry a big gun. To me, my brothers! On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. What would you have me do? He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Ever vigilant. We will crush
My
the enemies
faith
of
is
the
my
Empire.
shield.
What's your order? Awaiting orders.
What would you have me do? The Emperor protects. Today the enemy shall know fear. Today the enemy shall know fear. Praise the Emperor.
Engaging the enemy.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. The Emperor protects. I command in the name of the Emperor.
Faith is our shield. Faith is our shield. Cleanse. We are the Emperor's chosen. Faith is our shield. At your command. Faith is our shield. Heresy grows.
My faith is my shield. Faith and duty.
What's your order? Orders received. What's your order? We will crush the enemies of the Imperium. Faith is our shield. We stand ready. The enemy is attacking. Ever vigilant.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Faith is our shield. What's your order? Fear denies faith. Ever vigilant. Charge! Awaiting orders.
Praise the Emperor.
Marine squad deployed. Heresy grows from idleness. Moving heresy grows from idleness. At your command, fear our wrath. Weapons at
My
ready.
faith is my shield.
Yes, my lord. Orders received, brother.
My faith is my shield. Praise
Marine
the
squad
Emperor.
deployed.
My faith is my shield.
Faith is our shield. Taking heavy
What
fire.
The Emperor protects. Agreed. By my command. Attack!
Not gonna lie, that took a lot.
We stand ready.
Beware the alien. Follow me into battle. By my command. Attack!
Scouts awaiting orders. Yes, my lord.
My faith is my shield. Praise the Emperor. Beware the
Position
alien,
secure.
the mutant, the heretic.
At your command. Orders received, brother.
Walk softly and carry a big gun. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be
Fear
no
denies
peace.
faith. Ever vigilant. Fear our wrath.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Scouts ready.
What would you have me do? My faith is my shield.
Under fire!
My faith is my shield. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
I must speak with the captain.
He is giving the Emperor his praise. Leave him this moment.
Yes, brother librarian. We completed our sweep of the area and can find no more orcs.
Indeed. Tell your squad to move ahead and clear the company's path.
Yes, brother librarian.
I will suffer no trespass.
Alright. That took a lot.